Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney and answering publicly posted questions on avo.com. A as in Apple, V as in Vince, O as in Orange.com. People post these questions on Avo and they look for public answers, and I create these videos as a public answer. This question was February the 19th, and it was posted in Lawrenceville, Georgia. The heading reads, "Should I hire an attorney for a sexual harassment allegation against me?" And the body of the question reads, "It was alleged that I made an unwanted advance to a coworker at an after-work event. I am an African-American male. The accuser is a white female. It was described to me as a grab. There was alcohol involved during the evening, and I do not recall all events. I also held a conversation with this coworker earlier in the night about how I felt she may have a bias towards certain candidates. She works as a recruiter, due to a comment she made at a different time that something was ghetto." Okay. So, quick answer is yes. Yes, I would consider speaking to an attorney. Two big reasons why. One, you're saying that the allegation involves a grab. Right off the bat, as someone who represents victims of sexual harassment, I would say grab's assault, consider the criminal implications of that in terms of criminal charges. I don't know if that's the path that this will go down, but I would say to you, wait and see is a mistake. Talk to some local attorneys, get an idea of who you deal with in terms of a criminal attorney, get an idea of who you might want to deal with locally as an employment attorney. The second thing I would say to you that really puts you in a bad spot. A lot of times people describe employment cases as he said, she said, right? You say it didn't happen, she said it happened. That is not the situation you're in based on what you're saying here, because you're admitting you don't have a recollection of the events of the evening. That means that it is a situation where she says, and there is no one, based on the little we know here, unless there's other witnesses in play, there's no one to say that didn't happen. So it's her testimony says it did happen, and it's going to be difficult for you to say it didn't happen, because as an attorney, if you said that, I would just say, well, how do you know? You're blacked out. You don't know anything. For all you know, you tried to murder her, right? And of course, I know you didn't, and I'm just being a jerk. I'm playing devil's advocate here. But that is how I would go about representing her if I was the attorney going after you for this, right? Now, there is in play an additional aspect here. You oppose discrimination in the workplace. Sounds like you did it in a very positive way. So, my hat's off to you on that particular point. That is a protected activity, so there is some issue of potential retaliation in play, although that's not going to be the main issue here. The main issue here is, of course, the allegation of inappropriate coming onto her, and a grab, which is, of course, very serious in terms of the allegation. So, yes, I would speak to local counsel. I would have an idea of who you would like to use locally, and I will leave it at that.